Hey guys, I'm Lily O'Reilly. This is Lily O'Reilly Reviews, and today we are going to be checking out the August BoneBox. Also, as you may have noticed, I have a co-host today. I recently found this adorable little creature when I was out for a run, and since I couldn't find anybody else that was willing to take them, I've got a cat now. Apparently. So, yeah. It's been interesting. Never really had a cat before, so they have been hanging out at my studio, and I'm really figuring out what it takes to be a cat parent. And thank God they finally left the room. So, we're going to do the BoneBox thing. Let's get to it. So as always, I am going into the BoneBox. The BoneBox is a vulture culture subscription service. There are dead things in here. If you don't like bones or you don't like discussions of dead things, please go find a different video of mine to watch. Cool? Cool. We had a bit of an interruption where I moved and BoneBox did not update their addresses. So I missed a few during the spring before, everything really happened, but we got it all sorted out. And I now have things to show you. So, sorry. The paper in this is always very loud. I'll do my best to not make a big thing out of it. This month we have received an alligator osteoderm valued at $4 from Skulls Unlimited. If I remember correctly, and I may not, I believe that their bone boxes are in the ballpark of $30 a month. Now the osteoderms, when you look at an alligator, and you know how each scale's got like a little bump in it? That's what these do. These are basically built-in defense systems for gators. This does not keep them from being incredibly tasty. However, it is probably why they've survived so long as a species. They've got lovely little holes in them to help make them a little bit lighter. And overall, I think this is one of the coolest add-on items I've ever gotten out of a BoneBox, personally. Yeah, so this is something that I'm actually really psyched to have as a display piece. Now, item number 2, and the main reason why we get the BoneBox, is the skull. And I have no clue what it is. Aha! No ahas. I thought this was the one that tells you what it is, but it is in fact just more information on their shoot and share contest. Every month, if you take pictures of the stuff they send you and you post it to social media and you tag them and they like you, sometimes you get a free month, which is really nifty, but I don't compete. This, however, oh, okay. In August, the BoneBox item is a pheasant, which they claim is $29. I'm going to bring this close so you can see it. And then I will pull it out of the bag. Due to the fact that pheasants are such relatively small birds, their skulls are very delicate, and I'm utterly terrified every time I handle one of these because it just seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, cool. So, we have a very delicately handled pheasant skull. You can see the massive eye sockets. You can see how every bone has been reduced to its smallest possible aspects in order to save weight. If I lift off the lower part of the beak, you can get a really good view into the inner workings of how their mouth is arranged. And handling the skull, it feels like a light paper mache. Although I know logically that this is durable because, they peck things with them. They get into fights with them. The lower jaw feels like even a little too much pressure and it could snap. One thing that I found that I really do appreciate is they include the ossicles, which are the small bones that are in bird eyes. But I'm really hoping that one of my fellow bio nerds is going to come through and bail me out because I can't remember what they're actually for. Now I'm going to put this very delicately away so I can stop worrying about breaking it. And every month they give you a card with information on the species you receive. So, this month BoneBox delivers to you the common pheasant. The pheasant is native to Asia and was introduced to the United States in the 18th century. Pheasants are one of the most common game birds, along with quail and guinea fowl. Guinea fowl are terrible, though. They are such mean-spirited little creatures. This bird demonstrates sexual dimorphism, with females in general being smaller and less colorful. Young pheasants are also less colorful, which helps them avoid predation. They have very opportunistic feeding habits and are able to catch small mammals and reptiles when they are not eating seeds, grains, or fruits. This makes them omnivores. They use their claws to dig out prey from the ground and can even dig through 12 inches of snow to find food in the winter. Pheasants can run to escape danger or spring off of the ground into flight to avoid predators. Despite not being able to sustain flight over long distances, young pheasants can begin to fly at 12 days old. Apparently the pheasant is a species that exists worldwide, which I didn't know. So, that is what came in August's BoneBox. Given that the box is, I believe, about $30, and we've received what they are valuing around $33 worth of product, it is, at least from a numbers game, coming in above the cost of the subscription. I'm not going to say that I am super into bird skulls in general personally. I prefer carnivorous and herbivorous species that are a bit more solid for display. But I'm going to have to come up with a way to start displaying these because this is not the first month that they've sent me one of these super delicate looking birds. When I come up with something, I'll absolutely show you guys, but I have no clue when or what it's going to be. So, yes, that's what I've got. If you would like to toss me $3 or more to help sustain my vulture culture habit, that would be ko-fi.com/Lily O'Reilly. If you want to find any of my other content online, both safe for work and not safe for work, that is all at allmylinks.com/Lily O'Reilly. And if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment. I really enjoy having a community that participates. And yeah, I will absolutely update you when I get September's box as well. So until then, talk to you later.